And now onto our dinosaur of the day, Ruyangosaurus, which was a request from Paleo Mike 716 via our Patreon and Discord. So thank you. It was a Titanosauriform sauropod that lived in the early Cretaceous in what is now Henan, China, found in the Haoling Formation. It was a very large sauropod, so it had a long neck, a long tail, and walked on all fours. Of course, it had the small head, like sauropods did.
Yep.
And it probably had a wide body. It was estimated by Gregory Paul to be about 98 feet or 30 meters long and weigh 55 tons, over 50 metric tons. So that's on the big side for a sauropod.
Mm-hmm.
There was another estimate that it was 115 feet long or 35 meters long based on its femur or thigh bone. And then it kind of got pared down a little bit. There was a 2020 estimate that it was over 81 feet or almost 25 meters long and weighed 37.5 tons or 34 metric tons.
So you've got 100 feet plus or minus about 20 feet and...
very heavy.
Yeah, very heavy, somewhere in the 30 to 50 ton range.
Yeah. There's one paper from 2017 that showed skeletal and life restorations of Ruyangosaurus with some hypothesized osteoderms, some spikes that are on the end of the back and beginning of the tail. And that's where I got the idea that it also looks like a very wide dinosaur. That'd be so cool if there were spikes there, but I don't think we actually know.
Yeah.
That wasn't found. The type species is Ruyangosaurus giganteus. It was described in 2009 by Junchang Lü and others. The genus name means Ruyang County lizard. It refers to Ruyang County of Henan province. And the species name, giganteus, means large in Greek and refers to it being a, quote, huge sauropod dinosaur.
That's what they actually said, a huge sauropod dinosaur?
Yes.
That's funny.
According to the paper that named it, they said, quote, the new sauropod obviously represents a new and gigantic dinosaur and represents the largest dinosaur found from Asia so far.
It's kind of nice to see something written in a little more common English.
Yeah. I like that it's obviously represents.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of the largest dinosaurs of the Eastern Hemisphere. The holotype includes a couple of vertebrae, a couple of ribs, part of the right thigh bone, and a complete right lower leg bone, the tibia.
Okay, I'm getting a feeling for why there's so much variability in the length estimates when we're basically talking about ribs and limb bones.
Right. You need the neck and tail to help fill it out.
Yeah. Oh, you did say a couple vertebrae, but it's hard to put those together into a full length when you only have a few of them.
You just need all the bones all the time. More fossils all the time. There are 2 skeletons known, so you put it together. We've got neck bones. So there's some neck bones, back bones, part of the hips, tail bones, ribs, a complete right humerus or arm bone, a complete right femur or thigh bone, and a complete right tibia, lower leg bone.
Okay.
There's another large sauropod, Huanghe that was found nearby, but its back vertebrae look different. With Ruyangosaurus, its back vertebrae is just much larger. So it's more robust than Huanghe. It's also hard to compare the two because different bones have been found of each. So you can't really compare apples to apples. But the centrum of the back vertebra, the middle part, is much larger on Ruyangosaurus. So that would mean that Ruyangosaurus was larger. Ruyangosaurus had a long, slender femur and a short, robust tibia. And it has similarities to Argentinosaurus, based on the width of the back vertebrae. That's also another very large sauropod.
I think calling it a slender femur is pretty funny. I'm sure it's just proportionally compared to some other sauropods, but like any animal that weighs over 30 tons isn't going to have that slender of a femur.
It's just compared to the tibia.
Yeah, okay.
So that robust tibia was 50 inches or 127 centimeters long, which is pretty big. It had some differences to Argentinosaurus, though, like in the neural spines and details in the arches, so that's one of the reasons we know it's not the same as Argentinosaurus. It also helps that it was found so far away.
On the opposite side of the earth.
Yeah.
I mean, some animals do get all over the earth, but yeah, not all the time.
So Ruyangosaurus helps show that there was more diversity in sauropods in the early Cretaceous in what is now Asia, and possibly that time period was key for the evolution and diversity of large Titanosauriforms. Pretty cool. And some other dinosaurs that lived around the same time and place include the sauropods Xianshansaurus, Huanghe and Yunmenglong. as well as the ankylosaur Junchangsaurus and the oviraptorid Luoyangia, as well as ornithomimids, iguanodonts, and carcharodontosaurs. Now, at the time that Ruyangosaurus lived, global temperatures were generally warm, and there were probably seasons, which might have helped angiosperms spread out, and that might have helped titanosauriforms.
Yeah, there's always that question of what did the evolution of flowering plants have to do with dinosaurs? Did they help each other? Did one of them eat the other one a lot? Meaning, did dinosaurs eat a lot of angiosperms? I don't think people think angiosperms ate dinosaurs.
Not as far as we know.
Yeah.